Wagyu KHALSA, what they were going to talk about caste and like how it's ruining the Sikh community. So first of all, we're going to look at Sikhi, because a lot of you out there are confused over Sikhi, because there's so much caste stuff going on in Sikhi, you get me? It gets confusing. Just like, you know, like when you tell your non-Sikh friends that with Sikhi ain't gonna drink, they're like, "Raw, I thought in your religion you could drink." So many Sikhs do it. So many Sikhs believe in caste that people think caste is a part of Sikhi, you get me? So we're gonna just set the record straight today and stuff, you get me? So if you look at Barney, this is what Gurbani says. Gurbani is our guru, you get me? Gurbani is where we get our instructions from. 1128, you get me? So it's up to you. We're gonna listen to your elders or listen to Gurbani. If you wanna be Guru of the Sikh, then listen to Barney. If you wanna be a follower of some Jamcha, then listen to the Jamcha, you get me? So do not be proud of your social class and status, you ignorant fool. So much sin and corruption comes from this pride. Everyone says that there are 4 castes, 4 social classes. They all emanate from the drop of God's seed. The entire universe is made out of the same clay. The potter has shaped it into all sorts of vessels. The 5 elements joined together to make up the form of the human body. Who can say which is less and which is more? Says Nanak. This soul is bound by its actions. Without meeting the true Guru, it is not liberated. So basically, when you think you're high, you're low, you're black, white, whatever, the soul's the same. The body's just like you know, it's just like a cloth, a piece of clothes for the soul, you get me? Just like we change our clothes, that's what our body is, you get me? It's clothes, you know what I mean? So it's like, what makes us high or low is not what apparently so-called caste or what we're in, it's our actions, you get me? So what if you got money? You could have bare money and be a rapist. You're low in God's eyes because you're raping other creatures, you get me, out there, you get me? Or you could be from a low caste and you could be doing wicked deeds. So in God's eyes you're high, but in God's eyes you're equal anyway. Well, if you believe in Sikh, you see everyone as equals. You see you know, God's light in every human soul. Maharaj just caned it there. He just told you straight. There's no high and low. It's all about actions, and the human body's just the same. You get me? So who's better and who's worse? So Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when he created the Khalsa, he chopped off the heads of the 5 Singhs. If you look at the history properly, you'll see that he mixed up when he sold the heads back to the bodies, he mixed up the heads with different bodies. All the Panth Singhs were from different castes. This was done to show the Khalsa that we don't believe in caste, everyone's equal. It was purposely done, you get me? So, and then when you take Amrit, you all drink from the same butter, you get me? Show that we're all one and start a new Jivan. So I don't know how people still believe in that after the practical example and the Gurbani, you get me? Marge mixed it to get rid of all this, you know what I mean? I'm higher than you, you're lower, this and that, do nicha bandaya and this and that. It's all just foolishness. When you sit down and contemplate and think about it properly, it's meaningless, it's nonsense. So Sri Gobind Singh Ji says, I have not love for appearance or for high caste, it's discipline that I love. You get me? Maharaj loves if you follow his Sikhi. So if you believe in caste, not in following his Sikhi, so how can Maharaj love you? Do you know what I mean? All these people that believe in caste, they do the part every day, man. They read Ekam Kar every day. Ekam Kar means one creator, one God, one love. So what's the point of doing the part every day if you ain't gonna believe in them principles? You get me? Just lip reading then, innit? So if you look at Sri Gobind Singh Ji says, recognize the human race as one. We're all one, man. God's light is in everyone. God created everyone. So why should you have hate towards another race? Hate towards another religion? You get me? Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to practice another religion. If you don't practice, it doesn't mean you hate it. Get me? It's just not your way. So different sections, caste of society develop hatred for one another and finish themselves through squabbles, as the Babbu's by Gurdas Ji, scribe of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, very devout person. Recognize the Lord's light within all. Do not consider social class or status. There are no class or caste in the world hereafter. You get me? When you die, your soul leaves your body. It's just the light of God and your actions go with you. Do you know what I mean? No matter what background, culture, race, gender, country and tribe you belong to, remember we are all equal because God's light is within all. So it's all about one love. The Queen's high now. When she dies, if she ain't done no good action, she ain't gonna be high. Do you know what I mean? The Queen's only high because of society, because we don't see God in everyone. You get me? Do you know what I mean? If we saw God in everyone, no one would be low to you, no one would be high to you. You'd see God in everyone. Do you know what I mean? So you'd feel compassion for everybody. So Sikhs proved this. This is just when Guru Arjan Dev Ji started to build Harmandir Sahib, what we know as the Golden Temple. His friend, a Muslim Peer, was the first person to lay down the first brick of Harmandir Sahib. Do you know what I mean? Because the Muslim priest deserved it because of his actions. Guru Arjan Dev Ji wasn't racist. We all go to Harmandir Sahib. Harmandir Sahib, it's got 4 doors showing that everyone from every side is welcome. The langar system in the Gurdwara is made so everyone sits equally, humbly on the floor with humility and eats together and eats the same food. Anyone's allowed to walk in a Guru Gar and eat. It's there for the needy, there for the hungry. In this day and age, if a Kala walks in for langar, we might look funny at him, but that's anti-Sikhi, you get me? That's not Gurmat. We're not going to get the Guru's blessings if we have racist thoughts to anybody, you get me? And Maharaj is showing it, a Muslim putting the first down for Harmandir Sahib. Then you got Bhai Kanhaiya. As the Singhs were fighting, Bhai Kanhaiya, he used to give medicine to the Singhs. Once he was on the battlefield and a miracle happened. He saw Guru Gobind Singh Ji's face everywhere. He couldn't distinguish between a Singh and the enemy of the Sikhs. And some of the Singhs thought it was a traitor and they took him to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, if he's a traitor, I'll punish him now. Then he asked Bhai Kanhaiya Ji to say why he was giving water to the enemies. And he goes, Maharaj, wherever I looked, I saw you. Who's an enemy and who's not an enemy? And Maharaj hugged him and said, this is true Sikhi. You get me? So that miracle showed that God's in everyone. You get me? So Bhai Kanhaiya has left us an example that we should feel compassion for every human being. Do you know what I mean? Everyone is God's little child. And no one is really your enemy. You get me? Because how can there be an enemy if God exists in them? Here you have a Muslim Peer, I think it was Peer Buddha Shah. He helped the Singhs. He gave 7 of his sons and like 500 soldiers to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and few nephews to fight for the right deed. Get me? If Guru Gobind Singh Ji was racist, he wouldn't have made friendship with Muslims. You get me? So that shows that there's good and bad in everybody. Do you know what I mean? So here's Nabi Amani Khan, Nabi Gabbi Khan, sorry, something like that. I can't remember the names properly, yeah, off my top of my head, yeah. But Ghani Khan and Nabi Khan or something like that. Sorry, yeah. And that's Guru Gobind Singh Ji, where he had to escape because they were surrounded and there was too many less Sikhs to fight. These Muslims risked their life and just Maharaj's Uch the beat and got him past the guards, the Muslim guards. These are Muslims risking their life for Sikhs, for the Guru. Get me? Obviously, when people have tried to attack Sikhi, no matter what race, colour, religion they are, Sikhs are defended because Sikhs ain't no pajamas or jumches, you get me? We're always given a job back, get me? So the Mughals, who were Islamic extremists, we destroyed them because they tried to destroy us first in defence, you get me? The Islamic extremist groups that are after us now, you get me? The real Sikhs out there that are fighting back, you get me? Whether it's physically or through letters or through knowledge or through literature or through lectures, do you know what I mean? We've always resisted any attack on the PANTH. We don't say nothing to nobody, it's let live and let live, but we've always fought back, you get me? So the caste system is a Hindu belief and it is causing disunity in the Sikh community due to us not listening to the Guru. Get me? People are building Guru Gars that are based on caste. Now the Guru says don't believe in caste, but we're making the Guru's house in the name of caste. That's like a slap on the Guru's face. It's madness. It's really hypocritical and it's really, really, really bizarre. Get me? It shows we ain't got a clue about Sikhi. We think we know it, putting a Shansa up, but then we're building a Gurdwara on a caste-based Gurdwara. That shows you how far we are away from Barney and the truth. There are problems when it comes to marriages. So, you know, a Sikh should just see a person as a Sikh. Doesn't mean, and like, you know, so many people, kids out there, they fall in love with each other, but the parents say no, due to caste, he's liar, he's so. The kids are like, they get bitter, and after a bit of frustration, the girls run away with a Muslim or something like that, because they're like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? So it makes Sikhs feel isolated from other Sikhs. Like, if you go to a caste-based Gurdwara, you know what I mean, you feel isolated because you think, right, something's not right here. Do you know what I mean? That feeling you should get from a Gurukar of love and unity, you don't get it if the Gurdwara is caste-based. You ain't gonna get it, because the whole atmosphere is based on caste. Maharaj said, I do not perform Hindu worship services, nor do I offer Muslim prayers. I have taken the one formless Lord into my heart and humbly worship him there. So Maharaj says, God's in everyone, but Maharaj started Sikhi, the distinct path. O brother, you worship gods and goddesses, what can you ask of them and what can they give to you? O brother, the stone idols you wash with water sink in water. In other words, how can these stones help you cross the ocean of worldly temptations? So Maharaj is saying this is Sikhi. And what are we doing in Gurdwaras? We're not meant to do idol worshipping, but in a lot of Gurdwaras you have a lot of caste-based Gurdwaras, especially Ramgari Gurdwaras. You'll have the idol of Vikarma, the god of tools, the Hindu god of tools. Do you know what I mean? Maharaj is saying, ask Waheguru for everything. Sikh does a das, does part and ask Waheguru for something. We don't believe in oil idols, you get me? In Sikhi, in Gurdwara, only Sikhi should be promoted, only Sikh history and Gurmat ways should be passed down to younger children. When younger children see idol pictures of idols, they're going to start idol worship as well. But Sikh is totally against idol worship, because the caste is distinct and we only worship Waheguru. You get me? So anyone can come to the Gurdwara, anyone can take part in the worship of Waheguru, anyone can eat langar, yeah? But also Sikhi is a missionary religion, yeah? Sikhi has code of conduct, service identity, it's a distinct identity. So just like if I was to get arrested and I went to court, me being a Sikh, I would not put my hand on the Quran or the Bible and swear that I'm telling the truth. You get me? Because I don't believe in them. So if I done that, I'll be making a mockery at the Bible and the Quran. Do you know what I mean? Me being a Sikh, I will not go and have my marriage in a mosque because I don't believe in the Quran. So any oath or any promise I make will be false, because I've got no dar, I've got no respect for the, like, no, I ain't saying I've got disrespect for the Quran, but I've got no respect in the way that, I'm not a follower, I have no faith in the Quran, because I believe in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. You get me? I will never disrespect the Quran or nothing like that, but it's not my religion. You get me? So that's why there's a new marriage act here, because a lot of people say, alright, if anyone's allowed to come to Gurdwara, anyone should be allowed to get married in the Gurdwara. But if you look at the Rayat Marada, only Sikhs are allowed to get married in the Gurdwara. Because if you're a non-Sikh and you make a promise and you do the lama, it's like me making a promise on the Quran and Bible. It's a mockery at the whole system, because the non-Sikh has no faith in the Guru. Because if you had faith in the Guru and thought the Guru was the way to get him to God, then he'd be a Sikh. Even if he's a Sajdari Sikh, like slowly coming on your way to Sikh, you get me? It's like if I was born and lived in Brazil and I still live in Brazil, I could not be able to sign up to the England football team. You get me? Because there's no logic behind it. So if you have no faith in something, how can you make a promise and swear and make an oath, swearing down on something you don't have faith in? You get me? Because when you do marriages, you do lama, you're making a promise. You get me? So it doesn't mean just because the Sikhs, Gurdwara say you're not allowed to, we don't do mixed marriages here, doesn't mean they're racist. It's just common sense. You know what I mean? If you do not have faith in something, why would you want to seek marriage if you're not Sikh? Where's the logic in having a Sikh marriage if you're not Sikh? You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the old Murade, Rayat Murade written by Guru Gobind Singh Ji and some of the original Panch Pyare, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to the Sikhs at the time when he got the Rayat Murade written, have relations with a Sikh of the Guru. So ideally we should be like, when it's time to get married, we should have a relationship with another Sikh. because that's how Sikh is gonna go on. If you're both Sikh, you take your kids to the Gurdwara and get them into Sikh. If one's the next religion, there's gonna be also conflicts. You know what I mean? But it's like if you got a Qurban and it's only got one case for the Qurban, you can't put two Qurbana in there. You get me? Just because it will cause conflicts. Two Qurbana can't fit in one case. Just the same way, like, you know, two different people from two different religions raising children, it'd be whole mumbo jumbo cosmic things going on. You know what I mean? So Sidh Guru Gobind Singh Ji said as well, killing a daughter to give a daughter in marriage to a non-Sikh, such a person commits great offence. Sikh should give his daughter in marriage to a Sikh. Thus Gurmukh meets a Gurmukh. Giving a daughter to a non-Sikh is like giving nectar to a snake. So Maharaj is saying that if you love Sikhi, you'd want Sikhi to flourish. You get me? Every man that loves a religion wants a religion to flourish, because they think they found a good thing and they want this good thing spread all over the world. You get me? You know what I mean? So Sikh is a missionary religion, but only through Pachar, not through, like, you know, certain other religious extremists go on and do some madness out there. But that's what Maharaj is saying. So a Sikh gives in marriage his daughter to a Sikh and does not accept any money exchange. He's my Sikh and will reach in my presence. Sidh Guru Gobind Singh Ji. When the daughter comes of age, only then relation should be contracted, not for a very young girl, and the relation should be Sikhs of the Guru. Straightforward stuff, people, man. Do you know what I mean? Just because we do this doesn't mean we're racist. You see in our history, you get me? You see in our thought. This is just common sense stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't see no Sikh person getting married in the church. You get me? Having a Christian wedding with a Christian woman and still got the Baghdadi and everything on. Yeah, if they've converted to Sikh, then that's different. You get me? I mean, if they're converted to Christianity, then that's different. So you see the mentality of Sikhi. Another thing, forget caste, another thing that's happening is Jatha. You get me? Bigger than any Jatha is the PANTH. Mata Sahib ko our mum, Guru Gobind Singh Ji dad, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is our Guru. That's the bottom line. Jatha were made just to certain Pachars, just like the Misla back in the days, yeah? Different areas had different Misla, they had different names, but when it came to Panthic stuff, they stuck together. And they fought for the Panth together. You get me? Just say next man in East London is going to have East London Sikhi branch. Next man in West Midlands is going to have West Midlands Sikhi branch. It doesn't mean that they should hate each other, you know what I mean? So all these Jatha, they started hating each other and that, you get me? And like, it's getting so ridiculous, it's getting so sickening that certain Jatha think they got better Amrit than other Jatha. A Jatha doesn't make the Amrit. You get me? Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the Bani, get me? Panch Tyar Patyar Singh make the Amrit, not no Jatha. Amrit can't be labelled to no Jatha, you get me? Wherever you go, Amrit's the same, because it's the Panch Baniya and the power of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and the Khanda and the Tyar Patyar Pan Singhs making the Amrit. The Amrit's the same everywhere. So all this crap that's coming out, retake your Amrit or this Amrit, that Amrit, that Amrit. If you've took Amrit from a Jatha, then you're twisted. The Amrit can only belong to Guruji, and only Guruji can box you with Amrit. Through Panch Singhs and through the Panch Baniya in the Hizuri Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. That's Amrit. So it's just getting worse and worse out there. You get me? We're trying to get rid of caste, but then this Jatha casteism comes up. You know what I mean? Jathaism or whatever you want to call it. It's just getting way ridiculous. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.